Hey guys, this is Goku, and on this channel we talk about poker and ideas that can improve your life. Today we're going to play another session of WPT GTO Trainer. We are playing the cutoff open versus big blind call type of spot, and after 210 hands we are down 44.5 BB. Hopefully we can get this number down during this session, so let's get right into it. Pocket fours on ace jack king. I think it's a bet 2. It's a bet 5. Okay, so it's a bet 5 or check. Bet 2 is only played 2.5% of the time and it's a slight EV loss. Alright, ace 10 off on a 4-6-8. Is this a bet 2? It's a check 74% of the time. Okay. 4 of hearts on the turn. I think we're gonna check now. Yes, the solver agrees, and now a 7 of hearts falls on the river and the villain bet's really small and we are going to call this. Yeah, and call is the correct play. Played 80% of the time. Pocket threes on ace 4-8. Is that going to be bet 2? Yeah. And we get raised to 8.5. I think we call this. Yeah, now the jack of clubs falls on the turn and the villain checks. We are going to check as well, 85% of the time. And now a 7 of hearts falls on the river and the villain bets quarter of the pot. I think we are just calling this. Or does raising pot make sense? I don't think so. I think we're just calling this. Yeah, the solver agrees. But nonetheless, we lose to a 7-6 of spades. King Jack is a bet 2. Is a bet 5 on a 9-8 deuce. That's a bet 5. Okay. 9-10 on ace 7-7. Is that a bet 5? It's a bet 2. 5 of hearts on the turn. We're checking. And queen of spades on the river. We're folding. King 9 of spades on an ace queen 4. Is a bet 2. Is a check. Interesting. Pocket nines on 5-6 queen. Is a bet 2. Yes, it is. Ace king on deuce 4. Is a bet 2. Yes. Jack queen of diamonds on a king 8-4. How bet 2 here, but I had a similar spot just recently and it was a check. So maybe let's check. Okay, so bet 2 is the ideal action and it's played 36% of the time, but the check is also just little EV loss and 49% of the time is played. Another 4 of spades falls on the turn. We're going to bet. Yeah, and as we see, the solver thinks that the check is the ideal action, but betting 2 is also EV0 and played 38% of the time. Pocket deuces on 4-7-5 and the hero leads to us. I think we call this, right? Yeah. And a 6 of hearts falls on the turn. The hero leads into us again. And we have one of the worst hands I think we can have here. So I guess it's raise 13 or fold. I guess it's raise 13, right? It's actually a call. How is that a call? Played 70% of the time. Really interesting, and the raise pot is a slight EV loss, but it's played 6.66% of the time. Guess this is a devil's spot. Okay, king 10, queen jack, deuce, rainbow. I assume we're betting 2. Ideal action is bet 5, but betting 2 is also fine. 8 of diamonds falls on the turn. We're going to continue betting. I think so. We're gonna bet 3/4. This is an overbet spot. Interesting. But we're falling here to a raise. And the solver would actually call this, which is super weird. Are we really calling this here? Good to know. King queen of clubs on a deuce 5 tray. I want to check it. And it's a check. Now an ace falls on the turn. I'm gonna check again. And it is a check. And now a 5 of hearts. And we're calling the 1.5 bet. And we lose to a flush. Nice. Pocket fives on a 10 ace 9 rainbow. Thing is a bet too. It's a check. Okay. Now we check on a 10 of diamonds and on a 3 of diamonds on the river and the villain betting 7. We are folding. The ideal action is actually a call, played 86% of the time, and the rest of the strategy is fold, only 13.4. Slight EV loss. King Jack of diamonds on an 8 9 4. I guess we're betting 5. Yeah, this is a bet 5 kind of spot. Now we have an 8 of diamonds on the turn and the villain bets 5.5, so a third of the pot. I think we're calling this. Yeah. And a queen of clubs on the river, and we gotta overbet, I think. Yeah. Nope. It is not an overbet. It is a bet half pot. So here just betting half pot is enough. Quite interesting. 3-5 on a 10-8 queen. I assume we're either checking or betting 5, but I'm gonna check. And it's a bet 2. I guess it's bet 2 because there's one club. Could that be the reason? I don't know. A 4 of clubs falls on the turn. Maybe now we're gonna bet 2. It's actually a check now. But we bet 2 and we go called. And now a jack of clubs comes on the river. The villain leads to us. And we're gonna raise pot and he falls. Ace 10 on queen 4 jack. Thing is bet 2. It's a bet 5. But bet 2 is also played a fair bit of time. Deuce of clubs on the turn. Are we continuing betting or are we checking? Maybe this is a hand where we continue betting. Feels like it, but I'm gonna check because I know we're not checking enough. And it is a hand where we should overbet. Quite interesting, huh? Now a deuce of hearts falls and then I guess we're checking behind and we should be betting. Whoa, we should be betting, huh? Interesting. King 9 of clubs on a 4 queen 4 is a bet 2. Yes. Now a 10 of diamonds falls on the turn. I think we're gonna bet 3/4 and this is an overbet. So I guess overbetting in spots like this and like the previous one where I bet 3/4 and it was an overbet is a better idea, huh? Ace jack off on king 4 deuce is gotta be bet 2. Yes. Now a 5 of diamonds falls on the turn and I guess this is a similar spot. It's either check or overbet. And I think with this hand it's a check. Yeah. Queen of hearts on the river. The villain overbets the pot. Now do we call here? I think it's close, but I tend to fold. Okay, it's not close. It's not even slightly close. It's a clear fold. 3-4 of spades and we have 7-5 king with 5 of spades. I guess it's bet 5. It is not. It is bet 2. Now we catch our dream 6 and we're gonna overbet. Yeah, but the villain unfortunately folds. We have ace queen on 10 deuce ace. We are going to bet 2. Whilst in reality a check is the ideal action and we should be overbetting the most frequent. Interesting. But we get raised and we call. Now the villain leads for 3/4 on an 8 of hearts. We're going to call this off. And calling this off here is just 12.2% of the strategy and a 1.5 EV loss. How is that possible, huh? Interesting, huh? But we're calling this little bet for sure. And he's got the flush. Well, pocket fours on 8-7-5 and the villain leads to us. Guess we're gonna call. Yeah. Now a 3 of spades falls on the turn. The villain leads again. We're calling again. And a deuce on the river. And are we betting or are we checking behind? I think we have to bet to win. And I guess betting 3/4 is enough. Or maybe it's a spot where we bet half pot. And that's enough. No, I will bet 3/4 here. And it is a check. 99.99% of the time. Okay, so this is the kind of a spot that I seem to get wrong often. So I should really memorize it. Just give up on a hand in a spot like this. We're obviously folding. Pocket fours on Jack 6-9. I don't know, is that a bad 5 or check? Yeah, we get called. We hit our dream card and we are going to bet 3/4. We should be over betting again. Interesting. And now a Jack of diamonds falls on the river, and I think we're over betting here. Yeah. Pocket threes on 6 Queen Jack. That's a check, and it's a bet 5. The villain bets 2. I think we're gonna call this. No, we should be folding actually. Yeah. Well, we're gonna check behind. And we should be betting. Okay. Ace Queen off on deuce 6 ace. Maybe that's a spot where we check. Nope, just occasionally, 15% of the time. Should be betting 274% of the time. Now another 6 falls. We're gonna bet, maybe it's an overbet? Nope, it's a bet too. Ace 3 of spades on a 6 Jack Jack. I think is a check. It's a bet too. Now a 10 of diamonds falls. And the hero overbets. And the villain overbets. I think we're calling this. Nope. We are not calling this. We should be folding. 99.95. Jesus. For sure we are checking behind and we win the spot, but this is quite concerning. Alright. We've played our 25 hands, so this is the last one. We got King Jack of spades on a 10-5-7. Are we gonna bet 5? Yes, we are. We get called, we hit our Jack, and we overbet again. And now we should bet 3/4. Okay, makes sense. I guess it's not too big to build a big pot. But overbetting again is 10% of the strategy and slight EV loss. Oh shoot, we hit, oh yeah, we can exit session. So, overall EV loss, unfortunately, is at minus 45 BBs. So just the amount that our overall stats were at. So I guess they're not gonna improve. Yeah, we had this hand, this one, and I guess this one. That were quite big losses. But overall, if you look at the decisions, we actually made not the worst. I mean, we are on point with the GTO. We just folded one time less and bet or raised one time more. And if we actually take a look at the overall stats, we are betting or raising way too often and checking or calling way too seldom and folding seldom as well. So this is a good, really good indicator that we're doing better. We're making better decisions, that those stats are more in line with the GTO. So I'm really happy about that. Perfect. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments below if you thought about playing any of these hands differently. Please leave a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed already, go ahead and do so. This tool is called WPT GTO Trainer, and you can get it for $5 for the first month, and I really recommend it. The links are in the description, so check it out, and I will see you in the next one. We're playing every day so far for 9 days already, so that's pretty nice, that's pretty neat. Hopefully we can keep this up for some longer time. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.